Hello from the world headquarters of the Hangin' with Herky Empire.
Here we are once again, and June, yay! June is my favorite month.
We are so happy summer's here.
I think in a perfect world, you would do away with January and have 2 Junes.
That'd be fine with me.
Move February up and have 2 Junes. That would be my perfect world. But anyway.
Herky's all for that too.
Yeah. Hey, funny story. I came and sat down because we were getting ready to do this, and Herky came and stood at my feet because he knew it's time to do this.
He knows
update.
that once a week we do the midweek chat, and he jumps up here. He's ready to go. But he won't stay here long.
No, he won't.
Yeah.
So while he's here, I want to show you. While we were on our trip at one of the national parks, he became a bark ranger. Mm-hmm. And he has the tag and the certificate to prove it. Tell him, Dad, what he had to do.
So he had to take a pledge on all the aspects of being a good bark ranger, like picking up after yourself and staying on a leash and everything like that. Somehow we videoed that whole process, and we cannot find the video. There was actually a park ranger there doing it. We're digging through all our video. We've got hours and hours of video that we can't find. So we're
amateur status. Remember that.
We're looking for it, and as soon as we get that, you'll get to see Herky become a bark ranger.
So we've had a different kind of week so far this week, but we're not going to dwell on that. We are just praying for our country and everybody who is affected by what's going on.
That's right. We're not tone deaf to what's going on. In fact, we discussed do we do a midweek chat or not? And Nancy said, no, there might be somebody that we could bring some light to. So that's what we're doing today.
We're hoping.
We're praying for our country, and we're praying for all of you.
Yeah. So what did you think of Elmer's Bottle Tree Farm? Ah! Look, this is the start.
Oh my word.
To my Bottle Tree Farm. I got this, you know where. Yep, Dr. Pepper Museum. And you cannot forget Route 66 root beer. And if you have not tried it, you should try it. It's really
good. We start a bottle tree, it won't be a farm. It'll be one tree.
Maybe. We might have a forest, not a farm.
She had such a good time at that place, but Herky didn't. He all the bottles clanging and the wind chimes and all that made him a little nervous. Yeah. So he stayed with us, but he wasn't too thrilled with it. But I got to tell you, that was a unique place.
Yeah, and they're talking about doing a small museum about the man Elmer. Mm-hmm. And a gift shop and a snack shop and stuff like that. So I'm anxious to go back in a couple years and just see what they've done. This new guy had just opened up, and he has some people volunteering, helping him, and
there's all kinds of bottles there, and also just it's really neat how he intertwined like old typewriters and all kinds of stuff was
the Jeep keys.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that was all intertwined with the Bottle Tree Ranch.
Yeah, it was just mind-boggling. I don't know how long we were there. We were there a while.
We were there quite a bit. We would have liked to video more and done some more narration, but two things: the wind was blowing really strong.
So when the wind blew, the chimes blew, and it was just really.
And there was a little bit of problem with the stabilizer on our camera, but we showed you what we could. I'd encourage you to go back out and see it if you get a chance.
Yeah,
and they operate just on donations, so we made sure we left a few bucks there in the pot.
Yeah.
But
so now I'm looking for the stand. If my dad was still alive, he would weld me one. Ed knows how to weld, so. And I do have an anniversary coming up. I don't know. I'm giving him some ideas here. But anyway, if not, we'll buy one for sure.
It's a cool stop. Make sure you stop there.
Yeah, I love it.
Video there, you've seen that you just drive out through nothingness for the longest time, but it's really cool. You see a lot of trains because I like trains. But honestly, I timed it. It's like every 15 minutes a train comes by. It's unreal. But once you get out there past Newberry Springs, you run into the Bagdad Cafe.
Yeah.
Very quirky, very unique place. It's got a lot of.
I don't think you have to even say that because they met Michael.
Yeah.
The chef.
Definitely,
Chef Michael.
definitely just a quirky stop.
Yeah.
I guess the history was back in the 80s. It was in some German movie, I believe, about Route 66. I've never seen the movie myself, but it's kind of turned into a stop where everybody wants to stop at the Bagdad Cafe.
Well, the people that were in there with us were from Holland, or were they from Germany?
They were from Germany.
Were they? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they had a T-shirt.
There'll be a lot of foreigner people from overseas there, and a lot of Germans, a lot of Japanese people, and they come there and they get a buffalo burger. We didn't get anything. Honestly, we had just ate. We ate some sandwiches and but we had a really good time. But hey, I want to say at the end, so I played a little trick on everybody there as I left a blooper in the middle of the video
and
of Nancy, and nobody said anything. So I don't know if they just didn't see it or they just gave her a pass on it.
Thank you for the
When
pass.
we went in there, we left the sunroof open and we were parked right outside where we could see out the window. We just left Herky in the car. He had an absolute meltdown.
And you could hear that.
So that's why you hear him barking the whole time during our video, as he was mad because he wanted to go in the Baghdad Cafe and didn't get to go in.
He might have wanted a buffalo burger.
But the place is all full of like T-shirts hanging on the wall. People put their hats on there. There's a lot of flags. A lot of people have signed things.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, it's a good place. And just so what you do is when you go to places like that, you run into other people that are doing Route 66. Right. So that's part of the draw to this whole thing is not only you meet these individuals that operated these businesses all along the route, but you also run into people that are doing the route with you. And so it takes about an hour every time you stop at one of these stops because you're running into all these other people. I was thinking about another time when we were on Route 66 and we were at the Texas sign crossing from Texas into...
Oklahoma into Texas.
Yeah, Oklahoma into Texas. And we ran into a ship's captain, a guy that was from Indonesia or someplace like that. And he was Singapore, that's where he's from. He's from Singapore. And he was a captain of a ship, and he had rented a Harley and was doing that. So that's what I was saying. That's part of the draw to this is just seeing all these different people.
Well, then, when was it? We were doing a part of Illinois, and we kept up with this young man. He was American, but he looked Asian. Anyway, and everywhere we went, every place thought he was our son. And we had walked out, and apparently somebody said to him, "Hey, your mom and dad are leaving." And he came out laughing, and he came up to us and told us, "Hey, they think that I'm your son."
You just keep running these same people. So that's part of the draw on Route 66. Make sure
they
you
give
do
you
that.
ideas, you give them ideas. It's just fun.
So as you see, as we progress there, you've seen a lot of old abandoned gas stations and that. And so one of the things that advice Nancy and I give, I think we gave it last week too, is like, you got to get out there and do this because a lot of these places are fading and those people are not any longer there. And so I encourage you, get out there and see this while you can.
Well, like the Twin Arrows, the arrows are still there. They're looking pretty bad, but the building's totally gone.
So get out there and do it. As we moved on down the highway, you could see that we stopped at Roy's Cafe and Motel. Right. Wasn't that neat?
Yeah. My favorite part, though, was across the street, that pole that people just hung stuff on. We have no idea what it was even about, right? I mean, there was a neck pillow from somebody that you wear on the airplane, and there's just, I would just stood there for the longest time just trying to look at everything and figure out why.
So at Roy's Motel there, you really can't spend the night there anymore. They don't have any hotels for rent. It's basically a tourist stop. You can buy gas and souvenirs and press pennies.
And a cup.
And cups.
Nobody mentioned, but there was a cup sitting back here last week from Roy's.
Right, but they have all those hotels open, so it's really cool to just walk in there and see everything from yesteryear. And I took you guys in there, and I hope you enjoyed taking a look in those hotels. Wouldn't it be cool if one day they got that all opened up? And,
wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, it'd be fun. So from there, we really just left there and drove up through Amboy and got on and went on to Needles, California. We just started running out of daylight and out of time and things like that, so we had to kind of hightail it over to Needles. But I hope you enjoyed all our videos there of that area, Route 66. We are still digging through our archives to see if we can come up with more video, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we're looking. So this Sunday, there's not going to be a video.
Right.
We're taking this week off, and next week on the midweek chat, we will explain what's going on.
We need just a little bit of time here to catch up on editing and things like that.
A little tweaking.
We have been putting out 2 videos a week for
a year now.
For a year now.
We started this time last year.
And I think we only missed one.
Well, we started this time last year being Sunday a video, Wednesday a midweek update.
Right.
The end of May.
I think we missed one around the Runaway Rally time.
Right,
we missed
we
a
did.
video then. But we've pretty much consistently been putting out 2 videos a week, which becomes quite time consuming. And I have been really busy on my job, and we just need a little bit of time to get caught back up on some editing. So I hope you hang in there with us and don't leave us. We'll be back.
And we have like 100 subscribers to go to be at our 1,500 to do our giveaways too. So that's coming.
And I know we spoke recently about our series on remodeling the pop-up camper. Yeah, I almost said runaway camper. The pop-up camper. We actually have made a lot of progress on that. My son and daughter-in-law and us have been working really hard on that. We got some videos we're gonna go. Nancy's been doing a little bit, but I was out there actually last night working on it.
I went shopping for some stuff.
So anyway, just hang in there with us. We're gonna have that here coming up. But next Sunday, no video. We'll try to catch you on a midweek chat. So
next Wednesday.
Yeah, be watching for that.
Yeah.
Hey, we really appreciate everybody that's reached out to us. We had some comments this week. Mainly people just encouraging us to keep going with our videos, how they enjoyed them.
And we FaceTimed some ladies who are getting ready to take off for a few months and wanted some tips. So we FaceTimed with them.
Yeah,
that was fun.
That was a lot of fun. They're gonna spend about 3 months on the road in their runaway. So we kind of helped them and gave them some tips. So
yeah.
Hey, everybody that's reached out to us, we really appreciate it. Really appreciate those emails.
Keep them coming.
A lot of people have sent emails just asking for tips on the runaway, and they bought runaways, and some people just want to say hi. So we really appreciate that. If you've got a comment and you'd like to leave us an email, that's hanginwithherky@gmail.com. We'd be happy to answer those questions for you.
And he's on Facebook. Yeah.
So just look for Hanging with Herky on Facebook. He's down here roaming around. I don't know
Well,
what
Willis was here yesterday. He's looking for crumbs.
He's looking for crumbs on the floor.
Yeah.
So
maybe I should vacuum.
Anyway, you be watching for us next Wednesday. We'll be back, but no video this Sunday. But hang in there. We'll be right back.